Okay, hi, welcome to my last Shinkenger review. So this was going to be for the DX Mougyudaioh, also known as the Bull Megazord from Power Rangers Super Samurai. It's obviously a huge box. Mougyudaioh, Origami, get the 2 discs with it. DX Samurai, DX Mougyudaioh, we get Samurai Haoh with it later. Same thing on this side. Then, you know, just the standard stuff. Samurai Haoh, the combinations. All of that. So, here is Ushi Origami, the bull. So, he is a very, very big Zord slash mech. As you can see, he's not had much space to really turn around and see everything with him. But, yeah, he's big. His mouth opens and closes. And he doesn't really do much. He does have an electronics, the motorized feature. It's on the back here, so you just slide this across and then you open up the compartment, and it takes 2 C batteries this time, rather than the standard AA or AAAs. So the way the motor works is that you've got 2 buttons here. You have this one, which is, when it's pulled out, it means it's in a free mode, so you can roll it around manually, although when you press it in, that means it's now in motorized mode. So this is the button which decides where it goes. So you bring it forward, it moves him forward, and then you give them the option to go forwards and backwards. And then as that happens, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to show this, but the head bit also spins because it's part of the main motor feature. As you can see here, has wheels on all of his legs. And then he does come with 2 discs. He comes with the Mougyudaioh disc, which when you put it in the Shinkenger does the vortex effect of it spiraling upwards. And then this is the Zen Samurai Haoh disc, which is the effect of the vortex spiraling downwards. So that's pretty much it for him in this mode. Now, there was a combination with Shinkenger in which you just stand on top. This obviously isn't Shinkenger, it's Daikai Shinkenger, but it works the same way because it uses the same feet pieces. And then he simply stands on top, and then he can ride along. Just like that. I've got him like this because I'm getting prepared for Samurai Haoh combination. So that's it for the bull mode. So to get him into Mougyudaioh, pretty easy transformation. Just first take these off, and remove the big gun that's on the side, and then simply stand them up and flip them around. We put this piece down, which does like to pop off very easily if you use it a few times for the transformation. Flip up the head, close that up, and then fold these pieces down like this. So then got the peg on this side, and then you plug it in thusly. And there you have Mougyudaioh. And of course you can't see the face, but there you go. Shiba clan and everything. So he's a very, very, very tall Zord. I don't have anything to compare it with, but yeah, he's the biggest one that's in my collection. You have the gun as well, just fits into his hand thusly, and then it spins because it can be combined for the motorized feature. So what you do, so you take the disc. I'm not sure which way around this goes, but I believe it goes thusly, where with that disc on there, and then you place this disc up here, and then his main finishing move in the series would be when you just spin the disc. When you pull this out, you can actually still do the motor feature. You just spin, and then as you can see, you can do the Gatling gun attack as well. And just like before, you can go in any direction. And then that's pretty much that. Just by himself, Mougyudaioh doesn't have too much to do. It's mainly the meat in the sandwich for the Samurai Haoh combination. I will talk about the differences between this and the Bull Megazord, but there are quite a lot to list. So I guess we'll just get started. So first of all, really shrunk down so it's in the scale with all the other Megazords, which was a nice thing, because you see in the series where he's massive to begin with, and then he kind of falls into the same category as the other Megazords in terms of height. This is removed for the transformation. Pretty much most of the red pieces for like joints and everything were changed to black, and then vice versa. All the chrome, like from here and here, were removed. No electronics at all. The legs were actually more separated, so they look more humanistic, and this actually ended up being two pieces as like toes rather than just one big flat piece. There's this piece that folds down that becomes like a platform, and it has gold pieces. It has blue and green pieces to tell which foot goes where, but they removed that in the Megazord, and I think these details were taken out as well. The gun was made a little bit longer and a little bit fatter for some reason. These bar pieces for the Ushi origami mode were taken out. There was a few Shinkenger symbols like on here, and there's also one on the head which were taken out. They kept the same sort of way that they transformed. The gun also moved from being on the arm connector to the connector here, but that makes it a bit more risky because it risks breaking the clip. These were taken out so that the discs were actually the wheels themselves. All the side details here were removed. They removed the feature of it being like an oxen cart. These horns were made thinner and they were like a lighter gold. They removed this piece for when you do the Samurai Haoh combination. The discs were the same, but they lost this clip piece on the back to tell you which one they would be inside the Unumaru. The red, I think, was made a little bit sort of lighter. These were taken out as wheels. The torso was completed. There was black eyes. There's black eyes here on Mougyudaioh, which were taken out. And there's a 5-box design here, which had been taken out as well. These were made into sort of more trapeziums compared to these sort of squares that are here. You can still do the feature of putting the Samurai Megazord on the top to make him, riding on top of the bull. They also made the feet. I think they've made it a little bit more grey compared to the white that was here. And as far as I can tell, they also made this so that this could extend up rather than actually just folding the head down so you spin the disc, because the head was still just there. And this couldn't spin anymore. It was completely just locked in place. And as far as I can remember, that's it. But if you want all the details, I recommend you check out the review done by Ranger Review, because they have all the details, on there to see what the differences are. So now we'll move on to the main thing of Samurai Haoh. So, yeah, this may take a minute. This transformation was also changed. Originally you have to fold these octalegs down in order to connect it like that, whereas in the English version they had it more connected, sort of like that. And I'm kind of cheating a little bit because I don't show all the bits of the transformation, but if you see my other reviews for these toys, then you should know exactly about how they're meant to function. there's like a peg on the top here where you attach the cannon piece. Can't really demonstrate it. And here we go. Here we have Samurai Haoh, or the Samurai Gigazord. So, yeah, it's a pretty big cluster mess of stuff. You can see here the cannon's pretty much fully loaded and everything. You can still do the motor feature with it, and then as you do it, the motor spins and then the cannon also goes. You can still do the feature of him rolling, because like I said, there are wheels on the bottom, so you turn it on. So yeah, and then you can also put, you know, the other weapons in. You can put sword in, and then you can put the shield into the other hand, but I could be bothered to get it out the box. But yeah, so that is it for Samurai Haoh. It's definitely a big cluster mess of stuff, but I still think it works to an extent. And if you can find Mougyudaioh for a cheap enough price, then I'll definitely recommend him. The problem is just mainly going to be the postage and everything. But like I said, if you could just make sure that you get him for a good deal, then I think it'd be good, because then you can make this sort of cluster mess of everything. But it's not really too complicated with the transformation either. You just got to remember how to do it once or twice, and then you pretty much got the hang of it. But yeah, so that's it for my review of Mougyudaioh, and I shall catch you next time for whatever I do next. So long, take care.